Hey guys, meteorologist Doug Heading. I hope you are having a fantastic Thursday. Of course, we're heading into the holiday weekend. Hopefully, you don't have to work today, but I do these videos every single day. I always try to break down what is going to happen. I like doing these videos. It's a little different than working at KOM because I can talk about what I want. I can do the weather the way I want to do the weather, which is always a little bit nice. Huge shout out Superior Roofing and Construction. We've had a lot of severe weather through the spring months. I need to get a new roof here in a couple months. I was going to wait till late summer. I have some neighbors that Superior is doing a roof right now, and we had a lot of hail this spring. So if you have roofing needs, make sure you give them a shout. All right, so what's going to happen as we go into the holiday weekend? We're going to talk about rain chances increasing, temperatures increasing, rain really picking up next week. So we're going to break all this down in this video. Of course, make sure to like and subscribe. Definitely helps me out as well. All right, showers, thunderstorms down through parts of Oklahoma into Texas. Now, you can see these guys central parts of Oklahoma kind of lifting northeast. I do think a few of these guys are going to try to get in southeastern Kansas, northeastern Oklahoma. Hit miss. We may have one or two pop up this afternoon. Most of you are going to be dry. But yeah, there's definitely going to be a few out there. Heading off toward the south into the east, we got some tropical moisture. It's that time of the year, so a weak tropical system may try to get going as we go through the next couple days. Look at our upper level flow. So, of course, the jet stream's way up here. That's why we warm up in the summer. That's why storm systems aren't as strong. We don't have those upper level dynamics, but we get a lot of waves. You can see the flow kind of goes up through here. We have an area of high pressure across parts of Nebraska, also down toward Louisiana. A little Gulf moisture gets up and gives us some scattered showers and thunderstorms. But we do start to see some changes as we go into next week. Let's look at the upper level flow. All right, so here's Saturday. We start to see our area of high pressure shift toward the west, and what that does for us. And this has been the pattern. Yeah, as you know, I always talk about the cycling weather pattern. We've been in this pattern since October, and it's a yearly pattern, so we're in it for another 3 months. That's why this summer has been relatively warm, not extremely hot, and relatively wet, and that means we're going to continue to stick with this as we go through the summer. Now, temperatures are going to moderate a little bit more July and August, as those are our two hottest months, and then they will start to trail off once we get into September. But I don't think we're going to have to worry about much of a drought, which is good news. All right, so here's Monday. We start to get some weak waves that rotate around that high, and because the high is far enough west, it puts us back in rainy scenarios, meaning complexes of showers and thunderstorms across the region. So you can see a few little waves pinwheeling around this area of high pressure as we go through next week. Here's Wednesday. Let's go to Thursday. Here comes another one pinwheeling around. I call them ridge riders. They ride along the ridge as we get into early next week. All right, let's break down your holiday. I know a lot of people hitting the lakes. If you are going to the lakes, be careful. They're still high. Table Rock's been high, Grand's high, Beaver's high, Bull Shoals is high, Stockton's high. They're all high, so be careful. Not a big shoreline to see, of course, on the lakes. And watch out for those underground trees as well. All right, so we're going to start your Friday near 70 degrees. And I'm actually going to back up here because I do want to show you what we're going to see as we go through the afternoon hours. You can see those hit and miss random pop-up storms. Most of you are going to stay dry. All right, kicking off your Friday. Temperatures start near 70 degrees. As we go through the day, here's the noon hour. I want you to notice that we start to see a few random little pop-up storms. If you get stuck underneath one of these, I know a lot of people are barbecuing tomorrow, whatever. I got to work, so I hope you enjoy it. But if you get stuck underneath one of these little storms, it's going to rain heavily, but not for long, maybe 10 or 15 minutes. So don't cancel any outdoor activities. Hit and miss random storms, upper 80s to near 90 as we go into the afternoon. But once we lose the heating of the day, meaning the sun sets, these showers and thunderstorms pretty much fall apart. Can see a big complex. Western Kansas, this is going to head toward us. Some data wants to keep these storms alive and have them get into southeastern Kansas, northeastern parts of Oklahoma by Saturday morning. This model does not. It wants it to fall apart. Now, if these storms get in, obviously we're going to start Saturday with rain. We're definitely going to start Saturday with clouds, and then we'll break out, see sunshine Saturday afternoon. But again, as you can see, we have pop-up storms. On Sunday morning, here's a front. It starts to slide in. Pretty good indication another complex will try to develop and plow south and east. Now, with these complexes, you get very heavy amounts of rain, a lot of thunder, a lot of lightning, and some severe weather. So we do want to watch this as we go into the holiday weekend. Let me walk you through next week as well. So we're going to look at Sunday. You can still see that front. It's kind of draped right through here. So pop-up afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Pretty good bet. A bigger complex is going to drop in as we go into Monday morning. I think that's probably our best likelihood to get a big complex as I look at the next few days. It's going to be late Sunday night into Monday morning. Temperatures start to heat up a bit as we go through next week. Another complex. Tuesday, hit and miss storms. Look at our temperatures. Now we're into the 90s. Let me take you into Wednesday. Another complex of storms. Temperatures may accelerate upward into the 90s, pushing 100 in a lot of spots by Thursday. Look at this kind of heat bubble from Kansas City, Topeka, Dodge City, Lawton, all the way down through over toward Little Rock, back towards Springfield. So we're going to have this little heat bubble, but then we get another little pinwheel, little ridge rider that pushes in and kind of drops our temperatures back down as we get into late next week. So there's a ton to watch. I know this week has been a little more weather boring, which I know you guys like. I don't. I like to have the weather action unless if I'm going to be on the lake or something or need to do anything outdoors. But yeah, just a lot to watch as we go through the next week. Of course, I'm going to keep you updated. I'll get you another YouTube video as we go into the 4th of July, and have a great Thursday.